Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Today we will be flying from LaGuardia Airport, New York to Pittsburgh on a pretty short flight in the X-Crafts Embraer 175 with the Delta connection, livery November 213 Juliet, Quebec. 67 packs on board out of a possible 76. So we're not too heavy, and yeah, we're gonna jump straight into it. Weather's pretty good all the way. It's a bit windy here in LaGuardia, so we'll probably see that in the takeoff. You can probably see the windsock in the distance here. It's blowing around 17 knots, gusting 25, and pretty similar conditions in Pittsburgh as well. So we'll see how much of a challenge that will present to us. Without any further ado, let's jump into the cockpit. Okay, we've already prepared our Avitab charts, Navigraph charts to the Avitab portal here, so all our charts are ready to go. We don't have to waste too much time on that. We can take a quick look at the flight plan. We're already connected to VATSIM. We don't have any ATC in the area right now. But we do have some traffic, so that should make it a little bit more interesting. We're looking at a distance of about 406 nautical miles, and a trip time of about 1 hour 1 minute from wheels up to wheels down. So this shouldn't take too long to accomplish. And yeah, let's get into it. We're not going to use the GPU today. We're going to just go straight to the APU. We have ground objects set, obviously, as you could probably have seen from the outside. And we go battery 2 auto, battery 1 on. And one request I would like from X-Crafts, I don't think it's available, is to leave the aircraft in the cold and dark situation, or the cold and dark situation that you leave the aircraft in, that be open to you, or a loadable situation for. Silence that caution. That'll be a loadable situation similar to what other people have done, including Tolis, where you can actually power down the aircraft, turn all the systems off, turn the IRSs off, even wait for the brakes to cool down on Tolis if you want to. Yeah, that would be a nice nice feature. Give it some more real-world procedures feel about it. So as I'm talking, I'm going ahead. We're basically disarmed the emergency alert have been armed. We put the passenger signs on. Just pinged the flight attendant that we're getting the cockpit ready here. Nav light's already on, and then hydraulics, and these are all good. Typically I put the ice protection off, but before we do that, we're going to start the APU. And we can go to the electrical page here, so we can see what's actually happening here. So the APU square has gone to yellow, so we can go and start that. Just hold for a couple of seconds. So you see the APU N1 percentage is going up, and then you'll see it pop up here on the electrical page. There we have it. Our APU is providing, as you would expect, good reliable voltage, and the hertz giving us 21 kilovolt amps of juice, and batteries are charging off of that, so that's great. APU is started. We have it's that simple. We have a live aircraft now, and ice protection, windshield heating, that's all good. I think I did did I do the, I think I did the test. Maybe I didn't do the test. Oops. Okay. You should do the test first before you start the APU. Alright, Okay, so the overhead is that simple, folks. I mean, it's pretty much done, almost ready for flight until we actually turn off the EPU after the engine's started. Okay, just looking at the center console here for a second. I like to turn the marker off because we'll get the beeping from the previously selected approach frequencies that were put into navigation radios. So we'll leave that the way it is. And this goes straight into the MCD GU right now. So we did get our clearance, well, our squawk code from VATSIM 7143, so we can plug that in now to the transponder, and we can start squawking Charlie. And I think my microphone is maybe a good bit too loud, but I gotta hold it farther away from me. I need to get a proper one for streaming. Okay, what else we gotta do? Let's go to, let's get a radio set up here, so we don't do that any longer. We'll type in the WX KLGA just to get the weather, ETAR, and CTAF KLGA. So CTAF is 118.7, which is what we're on already, okay. We don't have any ATC, it's annoying. But we'll put Unicom on standby, so that should be all right. Yeah, we only have Indy Center. I'll have a look at the weather. So winds are 31013. Okay, the gusts seem to have stopped. It's going to be a bit of a crosswinder here. From what I've experienced with other aircraft, the Embraer seems to be the E175 very susceptible to pretty moderate crosswinds. Challenging to keep on the center line. I'm not sure if it's ground physics, friction coefficients, or whatever the case might be, but it's a bit it's a challenging thing to do, to deal with crosswinds with this airplane. So we're 2971 on the altimeter. Let's go plug that in now. Okay, very good. And let's get the route going. Kilo Lima, Golf Alpha to Kilo Papa India Tango 01. Flight ID, we are Republic Airlines, so that's Romeo Papa Alpha, and we are at our flight plan. 5628. Kind of convenient to have that here on the radio page now every time, just in case you might forget it. I'm going to activate that. Just quickly take a look at some of the other systems here. So here's the basic status page, which shows you a lot of information. I'm not going to go through all of these, but you can see them yourself. This is a lot of get all the really pertinent information that you need for the flight. Flight control, we'll come back to that later when we're going to do flight control test after the push and start is complete. Hydraulics, fuel, electrical, which we already had a look at. ECS, so here's a system I want to see here. We have we can jump back here to the status page here. We can see the temperature outside is 24 degrees, so it's actually fairly comfortable. set the ECS at 21, I like to do normally. I think that's a notch down, maybe 2. That's 22, so it's 2 notches down. So we got 21 degrees on the environmental control system. And yeah, anti-ice, we have that pretty much set to off right now, but we'll put it on standby for the departure. Okay, so we're going to go to the plan page right now, and we're going to have a look at our route. Actually, in this period of time, we could probably take the passengers on board, but it's an instantaneous loading, so I'm not too worried about that, as well as refueling. So our departure, like we said, we're going to be using the LaGuardia 7 departure. Excuse me one moment, folks. Alright, pardon the interruption there. So it was LaGuardia 7, so we are departing from runway 4. We haven't been designated what type of climb, but it can be, can do is take a look at our flight plan here for one moment. So go to the abridged, so ZIMS is going to be our direct to get on the Q42 jetway, and as you can see, we have ZIMS here in this location. Kennedy is basically landing, probably landing to the taking off to the northwest, or even landing perhaps runway 4, but probably landing on the 3-1s. So we're probably going to take from runway 4. We have a couple of options here. We have the Bronx climb, we have the Pelham climb, and we have the Sound climb. So we're probably going to be taking the Bronx climb, which is we climb to 500 feet on heading 044, and at 500 feet we'd make a left turn to heading 360. So it's a pretty simple procedure, obviously. So Bronx climb heading 44 to 500, then we make a left turn, continue the climb to heading 360, and we're going to go up to 5,000 feet to maintain. At 5,000 feet, when we have leveled off, we will just, if not have ATC in the area, we will gauge the TCAS and make sure there's no traffic about, and before we can increase our climb to our cruising altitude today, which we're planning to go up to flight level 320. Okay, so runway 4. No SID, but we know it's going to be LaGuardia 7. Excuse me. So I don't know if in the real MCDU or avionics that it has, let's activate that, that the Honeywell has the LaGuardia 7, you know, Bronx. You know, LaGuardia is a good example, like, you know, the Bronx, the Pelham climb, the Bronx climb, and the, can't remember what the other one was, but we will be landing runway 32 in Pittsburgh. We've taken the ILS. Let's take a look at the charts here for Pittsburgh. So Gruns, I'm happy with that. And we are in the Demi 5 from Vince. We're going to go and apply that, activate. Yeah, we'll just run through the waypoints here. So Zim, spots, Vins, Grins. Actually from Demi to Gruns, so this is interesting. So that's Gruns. So Demi ends at Gruns, and oops. And the initial approach fix is also Gruns for that. So what usually a good idea to do here is go to your flight plan. Once you see something like this on the navigation display, and particularly in this aircraft, we want to delete the vectors. We want to delete the as assigned. And we're going to take the lower Gruns here, because that's the Gruns, that's a part of the approach, and we go and activate that. Okay, so route looks good. We'll come back to look at this as to get the, we got to put the, it's good enough time to get the people loaded. We need to get the weight and balance in here so the aircraft can do all of those calculations, so speeds and altitude restrictions can all be figured out. So we'll look at our rounding everything to the nearest 100 pounds. We have a zero fuel weight of 61.5 thousand, so we can put that in here. 61.5, 1, 2, 3. Oops. And we'll be carrying 7,900 pounds of fuel. And we'll just request a manual load sheet. We'll be fine. Giving us a takeoff weight of 69,400 pounds. It'll be slightly lower than that because we're going to obviously be burning off some fuel here. Because that's good, we can now keep that page up the way it is and go to our McDo again and our alternate fuel. We'll have to grab this from right here, which is our finish and our alternate. So this is our alternate fuel is 1277. Excuse me, that's finished reserves. To Cleveland is 1,509 pounds. Getting ahead of myself. Cruising altitude 320. The average winds 246 at 81. Okay, so we're going to be experiencing some significant headwinds. This deviation is 6. We said our zero fuel weight is 61.5. And our fuel is 7.9. I thought I loaded the airplane with that. And our takeoff weight CG is 8.1. 18.1, excuse me. Now you can see, you may have noticed that the vertical profile is just populated because the airplane was able to calculate everything once it knew what the center of gravity of the plane was. And the gross weights and fuel quantities. So these performances, these are pretty much default for me. I'm happy with all of those. So runway 4 is a relatively short runway. No, we don't have a lot here, and we're only climbing up to 5. So I think I could probably do a takeoff 2. The temperature outside is 24. Air conditioning packs will be on. Flex temp is off because it's not simulated. That was all entered. Just make sure that's 24. Okay. FMS takeoff. We said on the. These are 310 at 13. Runway condition is dry. We have a 13 knot crosswind. What we can do is we can go to the takeoff performance before we go any further there. Within our airport. Runway number 4 is correct. Wind is 310 at 13. Temperature is 24. QNH is 29.74, I believe. Let's double check that. 2971. Okay, takeoff weight 69.4, I'm okay with that. We're going to do a takeoff 2 with flaps 2 config and compute. And we could send that to the FMS. Then on this McDo, I'll accept the speeds there. Everything looks good. Takeoff init page 1 is fine. Init page 2, flaps 2. Takeoff center gravity is good. Takeoff temperature is good. Flex temp is not simulated, so takeoff mode is 2. HETCSs are on. That's all good. So we have V1 128, V rotate 132, V2 135. Trim up 3.5, so we'll adjust that now. That's set. Flaps 2 and takeoff pitch will be calculated at 11. Okay, so we are ready to go. Folks are on board. You can detach the jetway. Park brake is set. Remove the ground objects. And plan our push from spot 98, literally on the opposite side of the field. And we'll tug ourselves up to here.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready. Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Red beacon light on. And since we have our weights in now, we can set our initial climb, clearance altitude, IAS Mach.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Good. Okay, I don't want nav, I want heading.
Winching strap and adapter in position. Release parking brake when ready to start pushback.
Park brake released.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
So we're good behind us. Looks like we have got some traffic here. The chart's ready. LaGuardia traffic, Brickyard 5628 is pushing back from spot 90 at Terminal Charlie, LaGuardia traffic. So like the climb says, we will be doing the Bronx climb, so it's basically runway heading to 500 and then a left turn to 360. So we can set our heading to 360. And we're just maintain runway heading, so after that, okay, engine 1 start. Just 5 minutes late, pushing back off of our scheduled time. So it's a good engine start. Engine 2 start.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Park brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Okay, so we gotta get all the way over to runway 4. It says all the way over here, so we're just probably gonna take Bravo all the way there. Zulu, Victor, Bravo. That's a good engine start. Disconnect the hand signals, please. Probably just do Zulu and Bravo, make it easier on ourselves. Doesn't look like there's a straight shot through there.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
You off. Hand signal's on the right. He's probably going to drive into those luggage trolleys. Okay, flaps 2. Oh no, he didn't. Okay, gear pin and signal received. Do our flight control check. Full up, check. Full down, check. Full left, full right. Rudder full left, rudder full right. Taxi light on. Brake release. Map mode. LaGuardia traffic brickyard 5628, taxiing to runway 4 via Zulu and Bravo. LaGuardia traffic. Okay, we can do our takeoff config.
Okay.
All right. Here we go, we got, oh, it's just driving into the airplane. X-Plane, if you're watching, Laminar, please give us an option to turn those silly ground traffic off. I'm not interested in better AI logic so that they don't crash into you or stuff like that. Just get rid of them. Have the option to get rid of them, at the very least. You know. Okay, you definitely don't have any ATC. We do have some jazz in the area, I think. Yeah, we got 2 airplanes, at least. Auto brake RTO. Company there. Looks like we have an A320 there at that gate. Company A320.
LaGuardia traffic, Delta 989er, would you stand 79er, ready for pushback facing north, LaGuardia.
Can even feel the winds tugging this plane. There she is. Big Apple skyline there. Some of it. Okay, so we're going to be expecting winds to be coming off the left. So it'll be aileron left, rudder right. Honestly, I don't know what the balance is between those two on this aircraft. It seems to be a bit crazy. But at 500 feet, left turn, 360, climb to 5,000. We'll level off at 5, go through a checklist, and we'll make our announcement here. LaGuardia traffic, Brickyard 5628, lining up and departing runway 4 on the Bronx climb. LaGuardia traffic. Okay, we're gonna go strobe. All these jazzy lights on. Looking for heading 444, which is right around there. Okay. Toga. Yeah, the wind tugging is crazy. Rotate.
V2.
Gear up. Keep heading 044. I don't want LNAV, I want heading mode now. We're at 500. Left turn. 360. Gotta trim out the airplane now, let it climb to 5,000. Autopilot. We're going to do flight level change here. So we're going to post down, reduce our climb a little bit, and then we'll go V speeds at 1,000. Times 1. Upside. Head over the Hudson. Level off here at 5,000. Palisades. We'll go direct to Zims now. Activate. then ATC gave us clearance to... When did this guy come on? Increasing altitude to 320. Vertical speed mode. Out of it right now. After takeoff checklist, laps up, check, gear up, check, after takeoff checklist complete. Over to Unicom. Up to 10,000. That's off. Here's the thing. You hear that pitch? Pitch that engine. The pitch of the engine should be making the same note. The frequency might be different, but the note should be the same. Because this is such a short flight, we're just going to jump to the Pittsburgh. So we're at 310, 16, gusting 27. So we have runway 32, altimeter 29992. So gust factor of 11, so half of that is 75.5, so we'll do VLS, VREF plus 6 knots. 3,000 to go. And Allentown, Pennsylvania, off to our left there. It's our route which we can find here. Nicely, go back to up there. Quite a nice feature. At the Chambersburg. Then almost heading almost due west. Approach Pittsburgh from the southeast. Estimated time of arrival at 2:45, so that's only half an hour from now, so this captain's going to be right back. advises to cross Vince and maintain 220. Well, let's have a look at the arrival chart here. Shan't need these any longer. And flight plan. It's a bit too early to be descending to 220 at Vince. But Nesto at 10,000, Prince at 6,000, and we'll just see what Prince at 6,000 and Nesto. 6,000 or above. Nesto at 10,000, so that's all good. Alright, let's frequency for 32 is 111.3. That's on standby and it should auto-tune for me. The top of descent is not too far away. made Delta 3 today. North ramp. So we'll be exiting runway 32, 8,100 feet. Exiting right onto November. Charlie. We got Charlie 2 or Charlie 3. Landing performance. Runway 32. Condition dry. Pittsburgh meter 310 at 16. Temperature in Pittsburgh is 19. KLGA is 292. My landing weight. Probably gonna have 4,000 pounds of fuel, so our zero fuel weight was 161.5, so we'll do 165.5. Why am I saying 165? 681.5 plus 4, so 65.5. We could repeat that at flaps 5 configuration. Our gust factor is, well, that's already 5 knots higher than the ramp, and our gust factor is 11, so we're going to make our approach 132. Send that to the FMS. D-Link. Set the speeds. Landing in the first landing weight 65. So set our altitude to 0,000 for the first straight. Great message. Is 016. 4 knot crosswind. Temperature is 19. Flaps 5. Anti-ice snow. Captain is correct. Landing. Back up the approach 1, 2. Descending. so half a steady 8 plus this weapons on level 19 on top of this, which is 45. Maybe approach. Auto tuned the FMS, so course 325. That's accurate. Good. cloud formations up ahead. Auto brake low for this arrival. Coming up on transition altitude. So we are 29092 at Pittsburgh anyway, so. term has come out. Pittsburgh traffic, Brickyard 5628, fully established on the ILS, runway 32, just under 15 miles leaving Pittsburgh. We're fully established on the ILS, our missed approach is climbed to 1800, and then right turn 4,000, so we can set around altitude 4,000. Runways in sight. Flaps 2. Should have put the minimums in here. 1324. 17 into my face, gear down. Approach 1 green. Pittsburgh traffic, Brickyard 5628, short final, runway 32, Pittsburgh.
$1,000.
Check. Wind speeds jumped up to 22. Speeds are dropping again.
500.
Autopilot.
Approaching minimums. 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 200. 100. 50. 40.
Throttle. Throttle.
30. 20. 10.
Major floater.
Auto brake.
Should have been a go around, but what are you gonna do? So we're gonna exit here November 4. Announcement. Pittsburgh traffic, Brickyard 5628 vacated runway 32 and taxiing to Delta 3 via November Charlie and Charlie 3, Pittsburgh traffic. goes off. Charlie, Charlie 3. De-icing pads here, turns into Bravo, Bravo. Tango. Should be just kind of straight ahead, but off to the right a little bit. Charlie 3 in. Take Charlie 4. Should take Charlie 4. undershot it a little bit. That concludes the stream.